Hi everyone, what's up? It's me, Ace here, and I'm back at you again with another review, and this time it is on Ghost of Tsushima. So you start the game with a gorgeous cinematic cutscene with the samurai of Tsushima preparing to defend their homeland from the Mongolian invaders. While this cutscene is nice, I guess the programmers were really proud of their work here, because you can't skip the fucking thing. Even after you beat the game and start a new one, you still can't skip it. After this cutscene, you will actually get to the first part of the story where you meet and interact with a character who is a thief named Yuna, whose eyes don't look Asian. Fuck YouTube censorships. After this mission is complete, you are free to explore, start more missions, or just have fun with the camera mode taking pictures. While the story is fun, it lacks a lot of unpredictability. Almost immediately after starting, you can pretty much assume what will happen, and you'd be right. This is a rare case of I found a lot of the mythic tales and the side missions a bit more enjoyable than most of the story, just because I had no clue what to expect out of most of them. Certain quest lines will have you helping out characters for a few missions, which grants you a lot of rewards to help you out, like obtaining new armour and bows. They also provide upgrading resources which you will need to better your katana and armour for the rest of the game. The map is divided into 3 acts for each part, so that means 3 acts. Doesn't seem like much, but it can last a while if you clear all the side quests before the story missions. The enemies are basic, so nothing worth noting. The bosses are lackluster as fuck as well. Why this is such a common theme throughout the game is beyond me. I get it if you want to be semi-accurate to history and all, but it's a video game. It shouldn't be taken as historically accurate in every aspect. Imagine how boring that would be. Have some imagination thrown in somewhere. Ask the dev team to take LSD and see what stupid crap they can think of, and bung it in the game. That said, the story has really good moments that make it worthwhile to keep playing, but there are not enough of these moments. The ending is alright, but yet again, nothing in the way of unpredictability, so I'm fairly confident you know what will happen. I don't even know why I'm talking about this, because those of you who have finished the story know what will happen, and anyone who hasn't played the game will just look it up on YouTube. That said, for anyone who hasn't played the game and wants to, I highly recommend it, which is not something I say about a game's story very often. Despite all the faults, I still enjoyed the story a lot more than I initially thought I would. I give this story a 10 out of 10. Samurai! Moving on to the gameplay, it's standard sword fighting with a katana and a tonto. The controls are very fluent and responsive, which makes for great gameplay experience. With the different enemy types, you get different stances within the game that are effective against them. There is the stone stance, which is effective against swordsmen, water stance, which is effective against shieldmen, wind stance, which is effective against spearmen, and the moon stance, which is effective against brutes. You have to commit these to memory as you don't know what kind of enemies you'll face at any given time. Within each section of the map there will be enemy camps which you can go into and kill all the enemies and liberate. This in turn will remove the fog from that section of the map and you'll be able to see everything you can do within that area. There are hot springs, bamboo strikes, inari shrines, haiku, pillars of honor and Shinto shrines. Doing these will give you charms which help in combat and increases to your health and your resolve. These can get extremely boring very quickly and don't offer any real variety in terms of something else to actually do. Every time I did a haiku, I was thinking, why am I even bothering? This is just as much fun as doing fucking flower arranging. On the other side of things, slashing through countless hordes of enemies is always fun. Nothing like slashing someone in half just because why not? Of course, you have upgrades and abilities to make life easier for you. Kunais, smoke bombs, fire arrows, explosive arrows, and different sword abilities make you an unstoppable war machine. Imagine Bruce Lee with all of Jin's weaponry and skills and you just hand over your valuables before being asked to. Of course, this being Sucker Punch, it wouldn't be a game without a reference to another game. In this case, you can dress up as Sly Cooper. Pointless, but pretty cool if you're a fan of that series. Then we get onto the camera. Being a former photography student, I could talk about the camera mode for a while, but this is a game review. Let's just say that when I saw the amount of options, I almost ejaculated.
And is that semen on your black eye?
There are also a lot of customization options here, so you can really go for what look you like the best. Armor dyes, bow skins, and of course different styles of katana kits make you really spoilt for choice. The only major downside I found in the gameplay is that there are a few glitches I encountered, slightly annoying but nothing can be done about them. This is something you have to expect from games, though nothing overly bad. I give the gameplay 8 out of 10. With the pricing of this, I would be happy saying I'd pay about £30 for this game. I know most of you probably won't want to pay that much, but I really do think it is worth the money. I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. So, my overall score for this game is 18 out of 20. Thanks for watching this review and have a great day.